I don't know how red this is, though. Maybe if I mix the two together. Yeah, I don't know. It's more brown than it is red. Hmm. 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 I think I'm gonna save the clay to sculpt with. And I'll try something else. But what if this color, although I think it's... Oh, can you hear me any better? Yeah, it'll have to do. All right. So what I want to explain is that I have some clay that I found, and there's some nice dark, but it's like it's really dirty, you know? There's all kinds of organic materials in it. Um, maybe I need like another bucket so I can clean it up, or a little container. Okay. Let's see. I don't really know what I'm doing. Here's some dry red. That's what I want. I want the color red. Mm. I need to filter it somehow. I don't need a lot. A little bit wet. Oops. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, so I've never done this before, and just to let you know, I'm giving it a shot. So I have a glass muller here. You can hear that sand in it, which I don't want. What is this stuff, anyways? It doesn't really dissolve or mix very well. Kind of like clay a little bit. I think if I keep at it, it'll get there. So I'd have to say that my experiment failed. But I don't really know if it failed just yet. Let's see. If I can just have you focus here, I guess. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Cause I have like there's that. All right. And this. I don't like it's still quite sandy, but what if I mixed it with egg, like the binder, the the medium, I don't know what you call it. Would it mix with it? If not, what I might have to do, I might have to go down to the river, go into nature and go find some red rocks. I might have to do that. Yeah, this is not really. It's not mixing very well with the egg. It's too solid or something. I don't know. I've never seen this before. Because I have this, right? Which is, it's called yellow ochre. And if I mix that in there, you're going to see it like mixing right away with the egg yolk and with water. It mixes very well. See? Even though you hear that sandy grit in it, it still mixes. But this other stuff, I don't know what the hell that is. It's strange to me. So I just might take a trip up the river, try to find some red rocks. I think that will add something to the aesthetic, to the painting itself, to actually have nature in it. I don't think I can do this live though, not streaming. There's no like cell phone coverage where I plan to go. I don't think there is, anyways. All right, I think that's what I'll do. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's a very windy day today. Hmm. Which means it's very dry. Still, we haven't had much rain. At least the heat wave is over, but still, things are just way too dry. I'm probably complaining about it because I'm thirsty. Or I'm always complaining anyways. I'm always whining and complaining. Yeah, I'll just drink some water. Oh. I thought for sure we were Sunday today. What I want is like the top part to be just inundated with like green leaves. Like too many leaves. Like it's just, you know, going every which way. And choke cherries. Going this way and that way. Because like I got this picture of choke cherries here. Not that I need a picture of it. I mean, it's like I'm doing a realistic um, painting. It's more of a abstract representation of choke cherries. Still, though, it's nice to have a reference, right? There's a cherry there. There's a choke cherry here. But I took this picture like, it's like a month now. Month old. They're still, like, I'd say most of them are so purple they look black. You know? That idea. That whole idea. Ugh. Ugh. Bleh. Let's see. I want to block this in here before I kind of like not remember. There's a leaf here. Ah. Ah. Just need more water. Okay. There's a leaf here. And here. As well as here. In here. And here, I guess. Mm. And over here, there's some that point up, there's some that point down. It's pure chaos. Cats, dogs, sleeping together, mass hysteria. Call it fate. Call it karma. Mm. Mm. All right. All right. My dog is playing with the cats. Not fighting. He loves them. Growing up, the cats and the dogs would fight like, cats and dogs. But now, I never see dogs and cats fight. They get along so well. But dogs are treated much differently now than when I was younger. They were outside, tied up. Now they're never tied up. Like inside. I think they even have their own bedrooms. This paint is too thick. It's drying up too fast. Okay, what can we do? Whoops. What can we do? Well, we could take a little bit of water. We could add it to the egg mixture. Let's try that, shall we? Just don't tell anyone. Better, I guess. I don't know. Hmm. You know what? This is the one thing I like about Twitch is um you see people doing mundane things. They're driving their trucks. They're shopping, uh making a meal. Sometimes they're like performing, you know. stuff like that. I really like the mundane things. It's kind of refreshing because there's like so much drama on a lot of the other social media. And you think, oh, the whole world is ending. And then you go watch somebody in Japan and they're just like at a cafe. They don't look fine. Or somebody in Sweden is walking. They're all right. Oh, okay. That was all the drama then. It just isn't. I'm sure there is, though. Like, sometimes. Not necessarily. Maybe it's a form of escape, though. Ignoring the real problems. It's not that I can do anything about them, anyways. What am I supposed to do about the war in Israel or in Ukraine? I don't support it. I don't like it. I think it's really evil what's happening. And I don't want to hear, well, Israel has the right to defend itself. Whatever. There's defending yourself, then there's, going overboard. So I thought about it. I think what I'm going to do is just continue painting. I am not going to concentrate so much on natural pigments on this one. I just want something. I want a finished painting. That makes any sense at all. So, if I want red, I will simply use red pigment. But I think I'd like to have some green right now, though. So yellow and blue, if I can ever find it. I can never find my blue. What the hell? I can't see anything on that. All right. Now that makes sense. Okay. Where the hell is it? I don't see it anywhere. Ah, here it is. Blue. I think it's like, oh, that's probably even too much. Cat's crying. Again. 1, 2. I'll take 3 drops of yellow to one tiny, tiny, tiny little bit of blue. Okay. Um, brush. A clean brush. I was watching that Superman movie last night. The new one. It's alright as far as Superman movies go. You know? Oh, but wait. I do want red because the stems of the choke cherry are kind of red. Alright? But they're not like super red. Might be a little bit of yellow in it. Maybe there's some more. Yeah, it's not a bad movie. It was fun. I think that's way too red now. No, that's better. I put a little bit of yellow in it. Let's see. I need a clean brush then. Oh, that's way too dirty of a brush. Let's see. Better. So the stems of the leaves, like this one over here, as well as the stems like that lead to the fruit. So that color combination is like really cool. Well, I like it anyways. So there's that, and also the green, which I was working on. I don't know why they're still making like superhero movies, so what's up with that? I'm pretty sure they're making other movies too. Maybe it's like everything else, you gotta hunt for good movies that you want to watch. Hmm. when I was first when I was first picking these choke cherries, they were uh mostly red. I think they're kind of purplish black now. It's kind of interesting too because like the deer that I saw, its fur was like reddish. I never I never saw them red before. Cause probably like mostly seen deer either in the spring, early spring, or in the late fall when you go hunting for them. Around here, the white-tailed deer, anyways. This fern over here is green though. What color do I got? Oh yeah, green. Using two brushes, two different colors. I'm supposed to be, and I keep struggling with this, documenting how many hours it takes to finish a painting. Or you calculate your expenses to it, and everything. But I really don't like doing that. Making the decisions all by numbers. Doesn't seem like a way that I want to live my life. Like I judge people like that very harshly. I shouldn't. They're going to live their life the way they live their life, right? Regardless of what I think is wrong or right. Who am I to judge anybody? But that doesn't mean I have to live that way. But exploring the judgment. So, why do I judge that? I think if you can hang out with somebody or be with somebody because you like their company, they make you laugh, or and not what you can um, exploit. When it comes down to a number decision, it's kind of cold. Ah. But um, at the same time, I suppose documenting your hours isn't necessarily exploiting anyone else. I mean, you don't want anybody to take advantage of you. So you want to price your artwork according to your time. Because if you're assertive enough with yourself and you know your value, you want to be compensated for the time you put into something. However, maybe I don't want to think of myself as a number, a monetary value number. And maybe my worth isn't about what it comes down to. But then, all right, uh, you're struggling. Well, I'm struggling. One struggles. So you don't have insulation for your house. I don't have insulation for my house. don't have plumbing, you know, your life, one's life becomes uh, harsh. But then, in that harshness, you appreciate things that you can't acquire so easily. You appreciate water, you appreciate warmth. You appreciate having a roof over your head, being dry. Not that you can't appreciate those things if you were to buy them, but I think hmm, it's so easily accessible. The reason why I'm saying all this is because I'm exploring the two different sides of myself. A starving artist type, and which I see myself as. That's my ego, my persona, and then the one that I distance myself from, which would be a business type person. So if I could see both of these in myself, love them unconditionally, both, then it gives me some hope for the world. These two opposites that shouldn't exist simultaneously. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at I totally messed up here. Oh, that's all right. Uh, conflicts: Ukraine, Russia, Israel, and Palestine, left and right, leaning politics, trans people versus non-trans people. All these opposites that we find ourselves in. If we could bring them together, if I can do it, if I can if I can love myself internally, um my my oppositions to who I think I am, maybe that gives some sort of hope to the world. It's the answer, but I can't, like, I can't make everyone love each other, but what I can do, the one thing I can control is myself. So wrapped up in this painting is business and the starving artist. You know what I'm saying? So I think that there are people who want power over other people, and they know exactly how to get that power. And one of the tactics they use is to divide and conquer. So if you're a relaxed person, you see the nuances in everything, because life isn't full of black and white. It isn't binary. There's a lot of gray areas. So, what you try to do as a person who craves power over somebody is to spread fear. If you spread fear, it throws people into a fight or flight mode, and they can no longer see rationally. They see the world in terms of black or white. And you can control them once they see that way, once their worldview is shattered. All you have to do is just keep pumping fear. It's not healthy for the people. But if you want power, it's what you got to do. Well, it's one of the things you could do. I think there's probably a better way to gain power. And instead of fear, you could empower someone. Like teaching them. It's harder to do to teach a person anything. You have to nurture them and love them. Make them feel safe. Let them have their own agency. Let them make up their own minds. And you 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 gain power that way, respect and power and influence. But it's harder. It's not as effective because people tend to have their own. They make up their own minds. So you don't have power like total control over somebody.